Two new LRs and the first return of the family Kamehameha. But who should you choose with your 500 Carnival coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the Carnival top legendary banner on both Global and JP Dokkan for the 10th anniversary. This banner features the return of quite a few units, but most importantly, it is the first return of the STR family Kamehameha Gohan from the worldwide download celebration, as is tradition every year with the Carnival and Dokkan Fest banners, or previously legendary summon banners, right? The worldwide units make their first reappearance on a featured banner during this time. So this is one of the few opportunities we will have to pick this guy up. So in this video, we're going to talk about all of the characters plus the Gohan who are worth your 500 red coins, or Carnival coins rather. So let's actually come over here real quick and let's just take a look at the Gohan so we can see what it is that we're dealing with. So in base, Gohan is leading Kamehameha for 200%. He's a Carnival LR after all. His unit, his Ultra Super is greatly raising attack and defense for the turn, while also giving Superclass allies 50% defense for turn. I feel like a lot of people forget about that on that 18 key. And then his 12 key is just greatly raising attack and raises defense for the turn. The same as the 18 key, but instead of supporting the rotation, it is giving a high chance of stunning the enemy. He has key 5 and attack and defense 200% for every attack performed. He gets key 2, attack 40%, up to 200%, and defense 30% up to 150%, and attack 77% within the turn for every super attack performed. He also launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack with 18 key, and then gets an additional 58% and launches an additional super attack with 24 key, as well as having effective against all types when 77% or more. When there's another Kamehameha or Earth Red Fighter's ally attacking in the same turn, he gets key 2, guard, and a high chance of evading an enemy's attack, right? So, I mean, he could be a little iffy sometimes on the first turn, but beyond that, he is really good, right? Because of the buildup he's getting, you know, he's a lot like some of those other units like Rose or the AGL Blue Evolution, or, you know, just these characters that like build upon themselves as they super. And so the more he supers, the greater that power becomes, right? He can start what would appear rather low, right? But then as he supers, he can move, you know, from anywhere to 10 to 13 million, jumping all the way up to, you know, 24 million by the end of the turn, depending on how many supers he gets. Add on to that, as long as you have a Kamehameha or Earth Red Fighters on the turn, he does evade with 70% or less, as well as guarding all attacks. And I feel like a lot of people forget, like, he does have a guard condition, right? And it does help him to be a little more defensive, right? But even then, right, even though he can be pretty good in his base, most people use him for this, the family Kamehameha, their standby, right? So he can stand by starting from the third turn. It is the simplest standby we've ever had. And it's simply guarding attacks 77% per superclass ally attacking in the turn. And then when all allies are superclass, you get 77% reduction. When receiving an attack, he gets defense 50 per key you obtain. And then when he activates the finish effect, an additional 258% attack. And the finish effect can be activated with 35 or more, and that gets you the Brotherhood Kamehameha. But what everybody really wants is, of course, the Family Kamehameha, which you need 35 or more, plus collecting all 7 Dragon Balls on the field. If you do that, your attack is raised by 20% temporarily per charge count obtained. So the more charge counts you obtain, plus the Dragon Balls, the stronger that's going to be, right? He is easily one of the greatest nukes you can have on any team that he can be on. So the question is he worth the return and your hard-earned 500 Carnival coins? Because this is not an easy amount to come by, right? Some of you guys probably didn't pull him last year during Worldwide, but you may be approaching close to what you need to to pick up a copy. So the question is he worth it? Well, first and foremost, this should go without saying that if you did not pull the new 10th anniversary units, the Blue Evolution Vegeta or the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then I do think you should hold your Carnival coins then until their return. They are probably going to get more mileage out of you. Maybe the Vegeta a little less, but definitely the Goku. If you are considering picking someone up and you did not pull the Super Saiyan 3 Goku into Super Saiyan 4, I definitely recommend you holding on for that. However, if you have the coins to spend, then I definitely think he is worth the amount given, right? 500 Carnival coins for a unit as good as this is not that bad. And, you know, it really doesn't matter what percentage you have him at, because in order for him to do what he does best, his finish skill, it's all on the charge count. It doesn't matter how much dupes he has in that case. Some other good options to pick up, right? Like say you don't need that and you picked up the 2, right? Pretty much anybody you're missing on this banner is probably a decent investment. The Gammas, there is a possibility that this Vegeta gets a EZA by the end of the celebration, so you could hold on to some coins and see how he's looking there. He might be worth it depending on how good he is, but like the Janemba or the Krillin and Gohan, they've already EZA'd. The Janemba, actually, if you didn't have him, but you did pull the 2 new units and you have everyone else here, then Janemba's honestly not a bad pickup for 500 Carnival coins. It's probably going to be the easiest way to get them. But, you know, you could also wait and see who's on the Part 2 banners. We will break down the Part 2 banners when those arrive to give you sort of the best sense of what to use them on at that point. But even then, right, over anyone else on that banner besides the LR Tech Broly, who should be returning on the second Carnival banner, there's probably not too much difference in what is worth the value of your 500 hard-earned Carnival coins, right? Carnival coins are still in terms of the longevity of the game, Carnival coins are still relatively new, so most people probably barely have saved up enough to coin a unit. So you do want to make sure you put a lot of thought into what you're choosing. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know, who did you pick up with your hard-earned Carnival coins? Speaking of pick up with coins, we have a special little treat for you here today. So because I actually have the coins I need, we're gonna go ahead and shift ourselves over here to game. So if you guys can check this out here, let's go ahead and shift over to the Baba shop here. Alright, and then we're going to scroll down to Carnival coins. I worked so hard to get a dupe of this guy during the worldwide celebration last year, and it just did not happen. So I'm actually going to use some of my coins to pick up a dupe of the family Kamehameha Gohan. I've been wanting to dupe in him, and somehow, miraculously, in my quest for Vegeta and Goku, I did not pull a single one of these. So definitely good for me to have. So, guys, once again, that is it for the video. If nothing else, guys, thanks for watching, and aloha.